Don't move. Why'd you have to do that suitcase? Hi guys, I'm Taylor. I'm the girl behind TNC Travel, the blog, and on Instagram. I am here to help you guys learn how to avoid overpacking. So keep watching if you would like to learn more. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, which I think most of you might be since this is a pretty new channel, I would love if you hit that subscribe button down below. Make sure to turn on the bell for notifications so you know whenever I post a new video. I'm excited for this new journey with you guys. And yeah, today we're going to learn how to pack like a traveler. I have really learned how to cut down on the amount that I'm bringing on my trips. I used to actually overpack a ton. I would bring this gigantic suitcase. I mean, it's huge. For a 1-week trip, filled to the max. I don't know what I was bringing in all of that. I definitely didn't need all that much, and I definitely didn't use all of it. So now that I have been traveling a lot, I have learned to downgrade a ton, and I'm here to help you guys learn how to do the same. If I can learn to cut down and stop overpacking from that gigantic suitcase over there, then I know you definitely can too. Tip number 1 would be to start small. If you're bringing a gigantic suitcase like that one over there, you're gonna feel like you have to fill it regardless if you need all the space or not. So I would suggest starting with a small carry-on, a roller bag like this, or you can go with a duffel. Personally, I think the duffels are a little bit bulky and heavy and not the easiest to carry around an airport. For things like if you're going to be on a boat or if you're not going to be walking around with it a whole lot or moving it a whole lot, a duffel's great because it folds up pretty small. But I personally prefer to use my little roller bag. Starting small with something like this, you're going to make sure that you're only bringing your necessities, only bringing the things you know you're going to be using, you know you need, so it helps to cut down. So start small. It is tough to cut down if you're used to checking a huge bag like that one I showed you before, but it is possible to cut down. Each time that you start packing something for a new trip, I would suggest trying to cut down the size until you're comfortable only bringing something small like this. It might take some practice, it might take some time, but I know you all can do it. Tip number 2 that I have for you is to pack strategically. And this doesn't necessarily mean getting into the whole Tetris game yet, because you have to know what you're packing before you can actually get started. So what I mean by this is bring things that you can use interchangeably. Something like a white off-the-shoulder top is easy to pack, or a white t-shirt like this one you can use with multiple outfits, multiple different bottoms. You can use them with jeans, you can use them with shorts. If you want to bring a skirt, you can tuck it in and use it for that. Another thing is only bring your necessities. You only need 1 pair of jeans, and I know this sounds scary to a lot of you, but I promise you don't need more than 1 pair of jeans. You can wear them multiple times and probably won't end up wearing them over and over anyways. You may wear them a couple times here and there, but you're going to be bringing other bottoms. But I'm going to show you what I have here and how I put it into my suitcase and the best way that I have found to pack. I used to bring a ton of toiletries. Anything that I thought I might need, I would bring. Even things that I normally don't use on a daily basis, like a face mask or a new perfume that I've never tried, or maybe an extra face wash or a scrub that I never use. And I learned that you don't need to bring everything that you own. This goes with toiletries, makeup, and clothes. For my toiletries and my makeup, I typically put them in this little bag, and they all fit in here zipped up pretty nicely. And it's small enough that it fits in my carry-on without taking up a whole lot of room, but it has everything that I need. If there's something that I don't have in here that I need on my trip, like I don't typically pack shampoos or conditioners, I will buy them while I'm abroad. Or if I'm staying in a hotel, a lot of times they have the little mini ones in the bathrooms that they provide for you, so I'll just use those and take them with me. The basic toiletries that I bring for my trips are my toothbrush, of course, and with that I'll bring a small toothpaste. I don't normally bring a full-sized one because I can't check a full-sized one. I bring a small face moisturizer. I don't know if you can see that. I use the full-size one at home, but I carry this small-sized one with me. I bring a small hairbrush instead of a full-sized one. I bring a deodorant with me. I bring a razor to use. That's really about it with toiletries, and they all go, like I said, in here with my makeup. For makeup, like I said, only bring your everyday essentials. But I've found that something small like this bag, and I put my brushes or any straight items in here, is all that I need. So normally what I carry with me in terms of brushes or any flat items, my little set that I use every single day. Anytime I do my eyeshadow, I use these three. I bring an eyebrow brush, one powder brush, an eyeliner brush, and then I'll bring two eyeliners, one that's a waterline brush and one that's a liquid in case I want to do something more dramatic like a wing. And then I put them all with my little eyelash curler into this bag. For my eyeshadow, I bring my Tartelette eyeshadow palette, which has every color that I could really need. It's got all the neutrals that I like to use. I bring a powder. Normally my powder is much smaller than this. I did just buy this one. I bring a little eyebrow, well this is an eyeshadow palette, but I use this dark color over here for my eyebrows. So I always bring this with me. I bring my moisturizer, my tinted moisturizer, blush, and my bronzer. I put that all back into this little bag in here. So that is the first thing that either I will normally pack or have set out and ready to go. A lot of these products I do use every day, so if I'm planning a trip or I'm planning to go somewhere, I'll have it out sitting and ready for me to just pop in my suitcase when I'm ready to go the day of. Rather than walk through everything that I normally pack, I've linked down below a printable packing list for you that I have created that I typically use as a starting point for any trip I'm going on. Now, obviously every trip is different. Some trips you don't need to bring a bikini because it's going to be cold. Other times you're going to be in the tropics and you don't need to bring a jacket or any long pants because, let's be honest, it's too hot down there. But to start off, whenever I'm getting ready to put things into my carry-on, my biggest tip, and what I've learned and what a lot of other travelers have learned, is packing cubes are a lifesaver. So these cute ones I found at Marshall's. They were really cheap, came in a pack of 3, and then I got a set that looked like this that came from Amazon, and I'll link those down below, and I'll share with you these ones that I love and that I use anytime I travel. They're really nice. They have the compression strap. These are nice too. I don't love them as much because the plastic makes them not flexible, and they don't have any compression straps, which makes it difficult if you're trying to pack something a little thicker. I want to mention as well, with the packing cube pack that comes from Amazon, it comes with all different sizes. So you can see the difference in these. This is one of the smaller ones, and this is obviously the large one. I would highly recommend steering away from the giant ones like this one at first, because like I said in the beginning, if you have more space, you're going to be more inclined to fill it. As you can see here, it takes up so much room. So instead of packing this gigantic packing cube into your little carry-on, I would skip this one altogether and go with something smaller and start with something like this, which yes is smaller and it might make it harder to pack, but there are medium-sized ones that come with it as well. So this one is good for things like bulky items, jeans, dresses, denim, that you can fold up or that you can roll and put on top of the bulky items, and that can sit at the bottom of your suitcase. And then use the smaller ones for things like your tops that roll up really small. Roll your clothes. Now, if you're gonna take something like this t-shirt, it's pretty thin anyways, but when you roll it up, it really only takes up a little bit of room. That's good, especially for you that want to bring more, that want to have more with you. Rolling them helps to keep the wrinkles away as well. The only thing with that being said is things like denim or jeans or heavy coats. Personally, I have found that rolling them takes up a lot more room than folding them flat. Next to something like a t-shirt, you can see the big difference in how much room. It takes up almost half of your packing cube just from one pair of jeans, and they're the whole height of the packing cube, so you can't really layer anything on top of that. The best thing to do is to lay them flat and place them at the bottom of the packing cube. I'm going to share with you kind of what I have put in each packing cube so you can see kind of what I've packed. I will also have it linked in the packing list down below. That's kind of what I followed when I was packing. In the drawstring bag, I've got all my undergarments, my pajamas, my bathing suit, and it still has a little bit of room, so I just fold it over nicely and it doesn't take up a whole lot of room in the suitcase. In this one, I have all of my nicer outfits, so my dresses, my two-piece are all in here, and as you can see, I folded over the shorts because rolling them made a big bump in the middle. But I've got 2 black dresses, one pair of spandex shorts because I always wear shorts under my dresses, and then one casual striped dress, and then my two-piece top that goes with that. So I put that in here. There's still a little bit of room, so if you did want to bring extra outfits, you could. In this one, like I said, there's still a little bit of room as well for maybe like one more top. These are all my nicer tops that I could wear out to dinner or wear if we were going somewhere where we want to take some pictures. And then I have one bigger one that kind of has the rest of everything that I need in clothing wise. My big jacket and my denim shorts are folded up in here. I have rolled on top my 2 pairs of shorts. I've got 3 casual tops or like tank tops, and then I've got my 2 pairs of leggings. And then everything fits nicely in here. So this is all of my clothing that I'm bringing on for a 2-week trip, 1 or 2 week trip, plus my undergarments and my little toiletry bag. And then I will show you now how I organize it all in my suitcase with my shoes. I bring about 3 pairs, maybe 4 depending where I'm going. One closed-toed in case we're going to go somewhere nice or we want to walk around and I don't want to be wearing sandals. 1 pair of tennis shoes if we go hiking, go on any adventurous types of activities, and then 1 pair of sandals. Again, this changes depending on location where I'm going. Normally, I would wear the bulkiest pair of shoes, so I would pack my tennis shoes or my sandals, so I will bring normally these pair or another similar pair of nicer sandals that I can wear dressed up or dressed down. And then I will bring a pair of shoes that are closed-toed, either like these or something a little more casual. And then I will bring a pair of tennis shoes. Wearing something like these is a lot easier than trying to pack them. So for that sake, we're gonna say that I'm gonna wear these for my trip today. I'm actually not going on a trip, don't tell anyone. So yeah, for now we're gonna pretend I'm wearing these, so we're gonna keep these out of the bag, and I will show you how I pack everything else up. So in here you can see I've got my one big packing cube, the smaller one that has my nice items like my dresses, and then my one with the tops. Since the tops have a little bit more room on that side, I can fold them underneath this one to save a little bit of room. And I always put that on what I consider the top of the bag because it has this zipper. And you can pack it however you want, but I have found that putting the packing cubes on this side works the best since it has more compression and it keeps them a little bit more flat. I've got my pair of tennis shoes, and I always put them toe to heel whenever I pack shoes. My toiletry bag, my undergarments bag, and then an extra pair of shoes. I actually have enough room that if I wanted to bring another pair of sandals, I could. They can go here, or if you were bringing something like a hat, you could probably stick it here. And then I have all this extra space still, and with that, normally you can bring an extra duffel bag or some kind of foldable lightweight bag. That my memory card actually ran out of memory when I was filming this, but I would bring the extra duffel bag either for souvenirs or for anything else that you wanted to bring, maybe even use it for dirty laundry. So back to the video. As you can see, it all fits, oh, it's a little bit heavy, in here nicely, packed up, all zipped up. Everything's in here that I could possibly need for a 1 to 2 week trip. Aside from things like my laptop, my camera, I will bring a personal item for a couple reasons. One, it's easy access to any electronics, anything that I might need like that, any valuables I tend to keep with me in case my little carry-on roller bag gets gate checked. It does happen sometimes. I try and prevent it from happening. I try and ask them if there's any way I can keep it with me since it's my only bag. If it does get checked, it's not the end of the world. I have everything important with me. For my personal item, I normally either bring something like this, zippable, and I can set it right on top of my carry-on and loop the handle and hold it so it's easy to roll through the airport. On a longer trip, I prefer to bring my backpack. It's a little bit easier to carry. I can still set it on my carry-on bag with the handle up and hold through here. There's also a lot more space in here. I will do a separate video on what I put in my personal item. If you guys want to see that, just let me know in the comments down below. So that is it. Thank you guys all for watching. If I missed any tips, let me know down below. I would love to hear them, or anything that you guys do differently when you pack. Would love to hear your tips. Would love everyone else to be able to share on this journey. If you have not already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell so you're always notified when I post something new. And if you're not following me on Instagram, my handle is @TNCTravel. I will put it down here and link it down below for you. I have linked the products that I mentioned earlier down below, as well as my blog post that I wrote a few days ago around the same topic. It's a little bit more detailed and also has that printable packing list in there for you guys. So I will see you next time. Thanks for joining. Bye!